I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Good morning.
It's time to wake up.
This is Snowman in the Morning on the Arena Sports Network.
Did you not get the memo?
Let's get busy!
So what do you think happens when I drive here to Starbucks in Glenview? I look outside, and there's rain going on. Oh, brother. This is going to be one of those kind of days. But we got a full house here as we come to you live from Starbucks in Glenview, Illinois. Good morning, folks. Good to be back on the air after about 10 and a half days off. Because I was busy running around Chicago and running around Michigan City like a madman, trying to get everything promoted with ASN. We just picked up a new client. We'll tell you who that is in just a moment. And, folks, if you're here right now at Starbucks in Glenview, if you were here with me, you would see this is one of the literal definitions of a full house. Because usually the morning crowd comes in at a little after 7. And I used to be on at 7 in the morning. But now it's after 9. And the full house is still here, which is great. Welcome to Snowman in the Morning. Back after an extended hiatus because I had some other things to do as CEO of ASN. We are presented by Sowers Ford Lincoln of Michigan City, Indiana. Give them a call at 219-879-5381 and also presented by LaPorteCountyLife.com. Lots to get to. A wrap-up of Week 9. In the Week 10, I should say, in the NFL. Derrick Rose and the Bulls back at it again. And a lot of hatred going around concerning Derrick Rose. We'll talk about that later. Also, I started a discussion sometime back about the soul of sports being missing, especially in professional sports. And I had this discussion with my friend Victor Locke, and we're going to do this conversation again at a later time, and y'all will hear the entire conversation. But I'm going to touch on a subject later on in the show about where the demise for the love of the sport began to take place. We'll get to that later. Right now, though, let's lead off with what happened in Green Bay on Sunday night, which was the most ungodly massacre I have ever seen outside of Joe Montana destroying the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 24. There's a fellow named Josh Lopez who told me before the season that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady would be so overrated when this season is over. I got news for you, Josh. Not happening. It is not my fault that the Bears do not know how to pick an offensive line. It is not my fault they do not know how to pick what's the position I'm looking for? A quarterback. Y'all saw what Aaron Rodgers did to the Bears on Sunday night. In the first half alone, he threw not 1, not 2, not 3, but 6 touchdown passes. You want to call that overrated? I think not. I've talked about this before, and people do not believe when I make this statement, but I'm going to make this statement again, and I am holding true to it. The Bears say it. I see it coming where Brandon Marshall is going to do something nutty and get himself in a world of trouble just like he did when he was with Denver and just like he did when he was with Miami. You know, and everybody wants to put their faith in Brandon Marshall on the field, but they want to put their faith in Brandon Marshall off the field as well. But I got news for you. Something is going to happen. Something's going to happen where Marshall is in a world of trouble off the field. I smell it coming. If I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. I'll happily admit that I'm wrong. I'm just basing this off of A, my opinion, and B, what I am seeing. But back to what happened Sunday night in Green Bay. Okay? Have the Bears not figured out how good Aaron Rodgers is yet? Have the Bears not learned their lesson on how to beat Green Bay, and that's to take Aaron Rodgers off his rhythm? The only time in the last 2 years the Bears have beaten Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers was not at quarterback. Seneca Wallace was.